It appears that the witness used during Trayvon Martin's case, well, I would say George Zimmerman's case, that black female was not the actual black girlfriend that Trayvon had. She was not really a part of the case. She was basically put there so that the Democrats could push this social justice issue. And I came across this article, dude, and this is starting to sound true. I mean, when you think about her testimony, and I didn't even watch it, I just heard the hysteria about it, you know, the kind of shit she was saying. And she was saying that provoking racial shit, like, you know, like, you know what she was saying during that trial. And now that I think about it, that could have been scripted. And now I'm asking, like, why would they use her instead of the actual woman that Trayvon, or girl that Trayvon's actual girlfriend is what I'm getting at. Like, why would they put that black chick on the stand that they put on there who he wasn't on the phone with her? That's not the chick that Trayvon was talking to on the phone. And what I find also strange that his mother and father knew that wasn't his fucking girlfriend. So I'm like, did these fucking Democrats get a hold of the parents and have even the parents in on this fucking hoax? I mean, this is, man, look, this is, and look, I'm not telling you the Republicans are any better, because both parties are full of shit, and they don't have your best interest as a heterosexual, decent, productive black man at heart. They don't have your best interest. I'm just letting you I'm trying to explain to you and get you to see how the Democrat Party depends on black Americans to hold on to this notion narrative. This victim narrative of the police, this, racism, this. Like, they really, really depend on black men to be always at odds with the police. They really, really depend on black men to be, always, struggling and asking for help and weak and unable to take control of our own lives. That's what the Democrat Party banks on, dude. So this is not so far-fetched to believe that they went out. I'm not saying that the Trayvon Martin shooting was a hoax. No, I'm saying that after the situation took place, they put this black chick and called her his girlfriend when she was not on the phone with him. Now, this could be done for a multitude of reasons. Because the first reason, basically, the girlfriend that Trayvon had was a very, very attractive black woman. Very attractive, beautiful woman. All right? And I can't figure out why the prosecution, would that be the prosecution? Yeah. Why the prosecution would know for sure that the person he was on the phone with was not the actual victim, but continue to go on with it. Let's go on. Maybe they were just, I don't know. They were just, maybe they were just trying to paint a certain picture. Because when you listen to her testimony, she was using that language that would basically, that typical bullshit ass, retarded, dumb shit that a lot of us use in order to provoke white folks on some dumb shit. Now, when I was thinking about it, I didn't even pay no mind to it because I heard some of the shit she said. And I'm like, all right, that don't even sound right. So I just moved on. But let's hop into this article. The story of the 2012 death of Trayvon Martin, which to this day is used to fuel the narrative of a racially divided America. Exactly. Was in a major part based on an account of a false witness who was allowed by prosecutors to give her false testimony in court due to intentional fraud or striking negligence. You hear that shit, man? This Trayvon Martin case was basically fuel for the narrative of racially divided America. The Democrats will never give up an opportunity to hop on some shit. Just like the Black Lives Matter issue. You know, I mean, it's turned out to be a Fruit Loop or alphabet soup agenda. But they use the death of black men by the hands of police as if they cared about black men. That's what they try to get you to believe. They use that to basically push their agenda into the door. Think about that shit. Here are these Black Lives Matter folks come on the scene claiming that they are, they care about the life of black men or black men getting shot down in the street by police. That's what these delusional black feminists were telling you. We're marching for you. We're coming over. Bitch, this Black Lives Matter shit was basically a front for the LGBT agenda. The Democrat Party has a history of sponsoring these provocateur groups, these agitator groups. And now they got this coalition of Hispanics, black people, minority coalition, all that bullshit, all these terms. They put you all. They put us all in this one fucking basket and say you got to think this way. You got to be a victim. All right, where was I at? All right, that's according to evidence presented in the documentary, the Trayvon Hoax, unmasking the witness fraud that divided America. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, dude. They would actually put that. And look, I don't got no problem with the truth coming out, but that chick that was on that black chick that was put on that witness stand, she was not telling the truth. And I think they were trying to paint Trayvon as a. Well, look. Bottom line is Trayvon did not deserve to die. He did not. And as a matter of fact, Trayvon was justified in using standing his own ground. Because if you listen to the case, George Zimmerman followed Trayvon. At that point, you can't even use the stand your ground argument. Because Trayvon was the one who had the right to stand his ground because he was being followed by George Zimmerman. But so you know what? I don't even think George Zimmerman used the stand your ground law in this case. He uses just a self-defense law. He uses self-defense. And I really believe that Trayvon got the best of him. George Zimmerman was on a town watch in the neighborhood. There were probably burglaries in the past, or in the past few weeks. He saw Trayvon walking through, and he felt as though he had some fucking authority to question Trayvon. And like anybody else, I mean, you approach me asking me some questions. Who the fuck are you, motherfucker? Don't be asking me shit. Mind your fucking business, you pussy. Fuck you asking me. Who the fuck are you? Don't ask me shit, you dumb motherfucker. And keep on walking. I mean, who's gonna fucking explain themselves to some fucking cracker as nosy? Fuck you. So, yeah, that's what happened. I'm probably and Trayvon kept on walking. And whatever may happen, George Zimmerman followed him. I know that much. He followed him. A tussle happened. Trayvon started beating his ass. But Trayvon didn't know George Zimmerman was scrapped. And see, when you're fighting somebody, dude, you better, dude, shit. Look, dude. You gotta make sure motherfuckers are not scrapped, especially when you drop them, you knock the fuck out of them. Hey, motherfucker, crack your ass, you pussy. Yeah, when you crack it now today, you just can't just crack a motherfucker and just walk away. Nah, you gotta crack him hard and make sure he don't got no gun on his waistband. I'm telling you, man, because I mean, it's easy to rock these motherfuckers, just rock them quick. But you don't know if this motherfucker's scrapped. But Trayvon, he was young. He ain't know about, making sure this dude wasn't scrapped. But yeah, and when you in a scuffle like that, and it's like close combat like that, close quarters, shit. I mean, you put it, man. At the end of the day, George Zimmerman had the upper hand. Even though he was getting his ass kicked, George had the fucking gun. Now, if Trayvon would have fought him knowing that George was scrapped, Trayvon's first move should have been to get that fucking gun out of his fucking possession. Because, I mean, it depends on what city you're in. And if you travel, dude, you already know. Certain cities and certain states you go to, these dudes out here ain't talking. I mean, they ain't, they ain't fighting. They shooting. So certain areas you in, certain states you in, you already know if you gonna fight this dude, it's an 80% chance he got a scrap on him. So if you in Chicago, you in Philly, you in LA, certain parts of LA, I mean, you know that most of those dudes are going to be scrapped in a fight. So it's like, yeah, if you're going to get a fair one on, or you're going to just get into a fight with him, once you knock him the fuck out, you got to make sure he's not scrapped. That's the number one reason why a lot of dudes don't make moves in those major cities as far as just cracking a motherfucker off top. Because you crack the wrong motherfucker off top and you don't even know he got a fucking 357 under his shirt or under his jacket. And you just cracked this motherfucker not knowing he was scrapped. He dumping on you. So I'm telling you, dude, before you start cracking motherfuckers, you better make an assessment. Let me see. Let me get back on here. Fucking rambling and shit. Get on those rants. Let me see. Get my cigar going. Martin's case was used by the media, activists, and politicians as the epitome of injustice. As their narrative went, he was a 17-year-old African-American in Florida who was returning home at night on February 26, 2012. Damn, that don't seem like it was 2012. That's way long ago. It seemed like this shit was recent. That was 2012? Alright, let me see. With a bag of Skittles, candy, and a soft drink when a white man, George Zimmerman, stalked him and shot him dead in cold blood as Martin was screaming for help. All because Martin was black and wearing a hoodie. Now, what was said, and this is just speculation and shit, is that, you know, there was a lot of fucking home invasions. And I'm not saying that this was what Trayvon was doing, and even if he was doing it, he didn't deserve to die. But hey, it is what it is. At this point, what I do know is that Trayvon Martin was having problems at his mom's house, and his mother felt that he was out of control. So his mother sent him to his father. Now, hey, back in 2012, man, home invasions were big, real big back in the day. And when you come from the inner city or the hood and you go to the suburbs, I mean, like, motherfuckers will do shit in the suburbs that they would do in the inner city. And a lot of times the law enforcement in the suburbs aren't up on the same shit as the law enforcement in the major city. So you can fucking go from inner city, hit the suburbs, running through houses, burglarizing houses, and by the time the police in the suburbs figure out what's going on, you already done fucking hit like 5, 20, 25, 30 different houses already, and you already made a big old come up. So at the end of the day, it is a possibility. And I'm not saying that this Trayvon should have died for it. It is a possibility he was doing home invasion. Now, this is all speculative. This is all speculation. Okay? This has no concrete evidence. But see, I'm the kind of guy that's going to give you both sides of the argument. I'm just not going to tell you just one side, like these social justice warriors want you to hear. No, I'm going to tell you both sides. I'm going to tell you what the Republicans won't tell you. I'm going to tell you what the Democrats won't tell you. I'm going to tell you basically what each side won't tell you. But, hey, I'm a reasonable, logical dude. This narrative was supported partly by the court testimony of Rachelle Gentel, who said she was on the phone with Martin until moments before his death. Yet, based on the discoveries of Los Angeles-based filmmaker Joel Gilbert, the woman who took the witness stand wasn't the one who was on the phone with Martin. Word? What? What? This was a Democrat hit job, bro. A Democrat hoax. They put a false fucking witness on the fucking stand. What kind of shit is that? A false witness. And now, when you listen to her when you recall her testimony, dude, that's some exact type shit the fucking, a Democrat fucking advisor would give her to say. Say this when we ask you that. Say that when we ask you this. And she was saying that shit. And they painted her as some retarded, illiterate, dumb black chick. And they wanted you to think that, black guys just always go for these retarded, out of shape black chicks. Yeah. Meanwhile, Trayvon Martin wasn't fucking with her. Trayvon Martin was fucking with some other type of black chick. And his mom and dad knew this. Now, don't get me wrong, I got no problem with a big woman, a BBW. I mean, when they bend over, that ass be big as fuck. But that's just lust. You know what I mean? That's just lust. Some dudes want to be with them long term. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, hey, you got some big juicy chicks out there that I wouldn't be with long term. No. But if they bend over and you see how wide and big and juicy their ass is, you might want to get a few shots back there. A little quickie late night, something like that. So I'm just saying that they intentionally put this false witness on the stand to not only tarnish Trayvon's image, he's dating this type of chick he dates, but also basically to make her and all black women look bad by the way she was presenting herself on that witness stand in front of a jury of all white women, mostly white women. All right, let me see. Fucking finish this shit. I'm 17 minutes in. And look, man, George Zimmerman, dude, the white folks, he's not even white, but the bottom line is, he is technically white, but at the end of the day, them white folks supported him because they're just showing you how much they don't value black life or you. They put their dollars behind him because, hey, this is the type of shit they're about. You know, these white folks, they equate melanin, your skin, to animal flesh. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dude. I'm going to say it one more time. And it's not only white folks, but you go to the Latin American countries, Hispanic countries, and these Arabic countries. A lot of these non-blacks, they equate black skin, your black melanin, or black melanin to animal flesh, okay? So they don't see the humanity in you. You may see the humanity in them because, hey, you're the original man. So you see the humanity in everybody. You see the humanity in all children, all babies, all adults. But these type of white folks who supported George Zimmerman, they don't see the humanity in you. They were using black babies as alligator meat back during the 18th century. They were using black babies as alligator meat. Alligator bait, my bad. Alligator bait. Back in the 18th and 19th century. So that just goes to show you how much they value you in your life. And on top of that, they allowed instead of integrating you as a black American who've been here since the 16th and 17th century, the government said they rather flood this country with foreigners, illegal and legal, and integrate them instead of integrating you, the black American. They show you how much they dislike you. So that should be more of an incentive for you to go out there, get a marketable skill, and make something for yourself as an individual first. This is all going to start as an individual person. Because if you can't hold yourself up, you're no good to group of motherfuckers. So, like I said, it's going to start with you as the individual. Let me get in this shit before this video's too long. Gilbert combined the extensive case file documents, including Martin's phone records, with social media posts, handwriting analysis, and DNA matching to identify and track down the real witness. He believes she refused to testify to avoid lying to prosecutors. The filmmaker's revelation led Zimmerman to file a lawsuit on December 4th against Martin's parents, their lawyer, the prosecutor, the alleged real and false witness, and others for crimes that include defamation, malicious prosecution, and conspiracy. Zimmerman is demanding $100 million in damages. Hey, man, if these motherfuckers did that, hey, I can't say I'm mad at Zimmerman, dude. Because not only did they use this case as a political tool, but his fucking parents went along with this fucking lie that this bitch on the witness stand was his actual girlfriend. What kind of shit is this? Alright, Zimmerman was eventually acquitted of all charges. Other witnesses and forensic evidence showed he was attacked by Martin and shot Martin in self-defense. The second-degree murder and manslaughter accusations against him severely affected his life. Meanwhile, the false story of Trayvon Martin has been perpetrated by the media, activists, and politicians in what Gilbert believes is a manipulation of black voters through fear. Yeah, I mean, look, dude, what you got here is you had some white alt-right neo-Nazi who decided to do some research. These dudes do this kind of shit because, see, they follow this type of shit, and they know that when you have these kind of situations, many of these Democrats, they don't cross their T's and dot their I's, and you can easily fucking expose them. And that's what these fucking racist crackers did. They went through, did some due diligence, and he did. Got the phone records, subpoenaed the phone records, all that shit. And he fucking narrowed it down and said, this bitch wasn't the fucking witness. Alright, dude, how much more? I don't want to be too long with this. Damn, bro. Hold on. Yo, man, look, you got the gist of this shit. I'm not gonna just... Alright, man, I'm gonna knock some more out, because let me knock some more of this out. Let me see, where was I at? Because I do want to find out a little more about what the fuck these Democrats did. Alright, let me see. Where the fuck was I at? Alright, right here. Meanwhile, the false story of Trayvon Martin has been... Alright, I read that fucking part. Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton, who is running for Miami-Dade County Commissioner, was endorsed by Hillary Clinton, who asked her 25 million Twitter followers to contribute to Fulton's campaign. Presidential candidate Senator Cory Booker, Democrat, New Jersey, endorsed her as well. Fuck you. These are all baby killers, man. They just love aborting babies. Martin family attorney Benjamin Crump recently came out with a book, Open Season, Legalize Genocide of Colored People. These fucking... never mind. I'm certain the Democrats will try to make the Trayvon hoax a big part of 2020 to secure the black vote, Gilbert told the Epoch Time via email. Gilbert's 2-hour documentary explores the lives of Martin, his family, as well as the woman who was on the phone with him and whom Martin knew was Diamond, his girlfriend. Who is Zimmerman? Zimmerman has gotten himself into his fair share of trouble, such as in 2005 when he shoved a state alcohol agent in a bar. Charges against him were dropped in exchange for his entering anger management. Shit, man, I'm not gonna read. I already know who this fucker is. I don't need to read this shit. In 2010, he waged a one-man flyer campaign to bring justice to the son of a police lieutenant who, while drunk, punched a homeless black man. Oh, fuck out of here, dude. They're gonna go over the story and shit, that fatal night. I just wanted to tell you what the fuck happened. look right here. They showed you this. He followed this guy, and dude, I would have beat his fucking ass too. I gotta go. This video is getting too long. I gotta go.
Most 3 dangerous words in the whole fucking music business. You ain't heard? Snoop Dogg, that nigga Daz, and Tupac. From where? Death Row's Funds, West Side. 3 words to make a motherfucker heart burst. I rip the verse first, nigga, when I start the curse. Picture of black hurts, adversaries covered in they Sunday best. He blinked out in the dark, my gun spray his chest. When will I die, nigga? We all die, so until I die. Or must I ride on my enemies until they fry? Father forgive them cause they not knowing. My Glock cock, niggas drop when my shots flowing. My definition of a thug, nigga, a multi-millionaire, started as a drug dealer. I love niggas open fire when I blast at you. Everybody dies, bad boy massacre. I laugh at you, holler my name, I reappear like a genie. Knowing no man alive to see me. Motherfuckers making problems, but they get what they deserve. Get destroyed with these 3 words. Motherfuckers, motherfuckers, motherfuckers. No game with thug ass. Let's get my enemies. No one coming down. Coming money out the States. It's all the
Can I ride through? Them niggas try to. Pop, tick tock, I got the Glock. We shot the game with the realism. Thug like dog pound, about to get with him. As we hit him with the West Coast gangsta shit. Cause that's all we know, and that's all we speak. It's like step, swoop, aim, shoot, Snoop, dog, Snoop.
The world feel the fury of the chosen man. Thug nigga 10mm closing hand. Put him in my range, aim nigga take 5. Watch him die, should've never fucked around with a son to ride. Ride low down a one-way, watch my gunplay. I hope we find true peace one day. Nobody cried when my dog died, set him straight. AK automatically retaliate. Look at him, thug ass. Let's get my enemies. So I'm coming down. Let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. Sweet ride. No, it ain't before that. Let's get my enemies. No. Let's get the money out the States.
To be a high roller, you need a pistol and about a half a key of some Coca-Cola. Now that I got older, I got a little cola. And don't trip to get a chip off my nigga's shoulder. Man, drums of a gangster, being like Cagney or Bogey with Snoop Dogg. Ain't no follower, man, I'm a general. So when I put it down, I got to be so original. Quick to bust, just like Bass Dillinger. But that's the little homie, and I'm a big homie, Snoop Dogg, Corleone. Spit 3 words up and lighten it. As long as I'm bouncing with this, I know you're liking this. For sure though, you can't take my photo. I'm throwing the PPG laying low key in the gray photo. Get pushed around town in the back of the car. Double off from the dirt to the stars.
Look at him, thug ass. Let's get my enemies. No, let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. Soon as I keep on my mind. No, it ain't before that. Let's get my enemies. No. More crack for the fiends and more weed for the boss. Spots hot from all this fucking bullshit and recommended your dealers getting richer for all my niggas at the wall up in memory. Stay around mine and come right before me. So all your off brand scatter, run for heat plus the power. Try to get rid of half these motherfucking bastards. They get hands to the block from the get with all that bullshit drama they talk. Never putting shit back in the hood. So these motherfuckers think it's all good. If I die, go to jail, I can't quit. From illegal to legitimate, incarcerated with the bloods and crips. They lock me down in the gang unit, the spot G's. They down to ride it down the shake for me, you die, you die. Look at him, thug ass. Let's get my enemies. So I'm coming down. Let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. Sweet ride. No, it ain't before that. Let's get my enemies. No, let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. That nigga dancing like a belly. Lifestyle, it's a story to be worshipped, glory coming through with my entourage, getting loose, prepared for the war. Motherfucker, bring the troops, pray to God that the soul is right before you die tonight. But the creep in the midnight, we be riding all night. See the game ain't the same no more. All these motherfucking niggas ain't the same no more. So yell it, yell it. Look at him, thug ass. Let's get my enemies. Let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. Soon as I keep on my mind. No, it ain't before that. Let's get the money out the States. It's all the war zone. Soon as I keep on You know the rules,